what it do? It's Cece, yes, Sierra, and welcome back to my channel, guys. Or welcome if you are new here, but it should already be welcome because you should have already been subscribed. But I will wait while you subscribe. Thank you so much. And today, guys, you can tell by the title, I'm gonna tell y'all about a little story that I was reminiscing about, but I was like, I should just film this because it's a funny story. Like, how did you even get caught? What were you doing? So I'm gonna tell you about the story or whatever. So, but before I get into this video, I want y'all to go support my cousin's business. Okay, support Black business as it is Black History Month. To all my Black folks out there, happy Black History Month. So her brand is called Honey Butter. She has all natural products with natural ingredients, shea butters, bath salts, and body scrubs, all which are bomb. But I have the shea butter, and my personal favorite is the hibiscus white amber. Bomb, smells bomb, moisturized, which is needed for the winter time. So it's very great for that. In order, you can DM her at her Instagram, which I'll leave in the description below, as well as the prices. But they are affordable prices though, so make sure y'all go get it because it's bomb. Go right now. Text her, call her, DM her. Get this. It's needed. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get into this video, so here we go. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna tell y'all how I got caught up sleeping at a boy's house. I don't even know how I got caught. My parents are really like psychic. I don't know. First, this is around like freshman year, like 2014, 2015, and you know my parents. Well, I had strict parents. I had strict Black parents. They was not letting me out the house after 9, not doing none of that. I wasn't running the streets. I couldn't do none of that. If I wanted to go somewhere, I had to tell them with who, where, how long, who they parents, what's their background, like all that. So I created this elaborate plan to go to my friend Sierra's house. Shout out to my good sis Sierra. Shout out to you because you remember this. I know you do. And thanks for holding it down since 2015. Okay, anyway, yes, I had an elaborate plan to like, I was like, there's no way my parents are gonna let me spend a night at no dude's house. There's no way in hell. So I was like, I'm gonna have to create an elaborate plan to go ahead and sleep over this person's house. So I was like, who do they know and who do they think I hang around a lot? Duh, Sierra. We used to cheer together. We was always kicking it together. So why would that even be a concern? Me going to Sierra's house, nothing, no reason at all. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna tell them I'm going to Sierra's house, and then mind you, no car. They was my vehicle. They were my transportation. So yeah. So I was like, they're gonna take me to Sierra's house. I could have that dude pick me up, and boom, in the morning, come back to Sierra's house, and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm a genius. Why didn't I ever think of this sooner? But the bad thing was that the dude I was talking to at the time lived in the same neighborhood. Not the same neighborhood. It was like a big, large community, and he lived in like a subdivision, and I lived in one too. In the same complex though, so mind you, I'm still home basically. Like literally I can't walk, but I can drive to my house and it's gonna take me less than 2 minutes. So I'm like really, if I need to get home, I'm gonna be right there, no issues of me getting home. Like, and they're not gonna tell me to come home anyway because they're gonna think I'm at Sierra's house. So fast forward, it's the day of. My parents, they said yes to me going to Sierra's house. I'm like, boom, got it. Plan already set up. Okay, so they dropped me off at Sierra's house. Yeah, I said my goodbye, da-da-da-da. I'm at Sierra's house. Don't even go inside because Sierra's sneaking out too. We both sneaking out. We using each other, okay? Using each other. If you don't got a friend like that, what you doing? So we both using each other. She said she was at my house. I said I was at her house. So we waiting outside to get picked up. Woo woo. So I get picked up by the dude, and I'm like, okay, cool, this cool. I'm over here chilling at his house, vibing, you know, doing what we do. And then out of nowhere, I lose track of time. Okay, so my parents are the type of parents that if you don't text back in 20 to 30 minutes, where are you? What you doing? I'm coming to look for you. Period is that. If you don't, it's like a check-in. My dad used to call it. If you don't check in, where you at? You ain't where you supposed to be. So this is my first time really being out. I think I'm getting away with it. So I'm like having a good time. I'm not focused on no phone. I'm out here just doing me. And then like hours go by and I haven't checked my phone. So I go to check my phone hours later and I have messages. My mom blowing me up. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to check in. Oh my God. So I text her really quick, like, yeah, I'm good. We just went to a movie, not making any excuse to play it off like nothing is happening. So she texted me like, where are you at? I'm like, Sierra's house. We just got back from the movies. She was like, oh, why haven't you texted me back? I was like, we're at the movies, blah, blah, blah. So she calls me and I'm pretty sure I answered. Of course I answered. And no, I didn't answer at first because I was doing something. I think I was out with the dude somewhere or we were doing something. But I didn't answer the calls. That's what happened. That's the texts, mind you, I didn't answer those and I took forever to reply. On top of I didn't answer the calls. Oh, so my parents are really tripping. Now at this point, they're ready to come pick me up. So, this is like her third time calling me. I'm like, dang, she's calling again. But I'm texting her as she's calling, just not picking up the phone. So she's like, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm like, nothing. I'm just chilling, blah, blah, blah. She was like, nope, you blew it. You're coming home. Dad wants you home. I'm like, what? I'm over here freaking out. Like, this is my first time out and they're killing it, ruining it. I'm like, are you joking? I gotta go home. I'm thinking I'm about to look like a dub to this dude. Like, he like, you can't even be out. Like, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, no, please don't pick me up. I'm trying to get them, like, I'm trying to tell them anything I can to get them off my back to tell them that everything is fine. But I don't know how they knew, but they was consistent with like, no, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. I was like, at this point, whatever, fine, I'm just gonna leave. So I was like, the dude, house I was at, my sister had a car, and I was like, they can drop me off. Like, I don't need you to come pick me up because I'm not even at Sierra house where you think I'm at. So I was like, no, I'll get dropped off. And my dad was like, nope, I'm picking you up. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious? And I'm trying to tell my mom, like, Mom, please tell Dad that I'm gonna get a ride home. She's like, nope, he's coming to get you. I'm like, oh my God. Mind you, this is going on for like hours. They're just hours. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not even enjoying being at the dude's house anymore. I'm just like so irritated with them trying to get me to come home. Like, mad irritated because the whole plan was gonna go to trash because Sierra at her friend house and I'm over here doing me, like, where Sierra's not even at her house. So what are you talking about? I gotta come home. So after he finally told me no, I can't get dropped off, he was like, I'm coming to get you now. I was like, what do you mean now? He was like, now I'm coming to get you. I'm like, oh, that's when I went into panic mode. I was like, oh my God, I'm over here texting Sierra, calling. And oh, matter of fact, I was already with Sierra because the dude I was talking to and Sierra's friend, Sierra's girlfriend, was already friends. So we was hanging out that day, actually. Whoa, we was hanging out that day. Yeah. And Sierra was there and I was like, Sierra's like, no, this can't be happening because Sierra wasn't even home her dang self. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, Sierra, we gotta go to your house. She was like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, Sierra, we gotta go. She was like, my mom is there. I'm not even supposed to be in the house. We can't even get in the house because Sierra mom thinks she at my house. So I finally get all my stuff packed, get all my clothes, telling this dude I gotta go. And I'm like, so Sierra takes me all the way back to her house. And we waited. I'm like waiting for my parents to get there. Like, what the what am I waiting for? Mind you, we're outside in the wintertime. I'm pretty sure it was cold. And oh my god, we're waiting outside in the dark. Mind you, it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And we're outside in the dark by the street lights, okay? And we was waiting by this electrical box. I remember this like it was clear day. We was by this electrical box just waiting like we was homeless. Just waiting on the street, waiting for my parents to pull up. Like she was like, I thought they was gonna be on their way. And I was like, they literally told me they're gonna be on their way. So I'm texting them like, are you picking me up? Are you picking me up? Like, what is the issue? So I'm not, mind you, I'm outside waiting. Sierra's like, I'm about to leave you out here by yourself because I'm not finna be waiting outside. I'm like, Sierra, please wait with me. I'm begging Sierra to wait with me and stuff. A mess. She was like, oh, you got 5 more minutes. So finally, 5 minutes go by, and she like, and my parents still not there. She like, I'm going. I'm like, dang, no, because you have to be here because they're gonna be like, where is Sierra? So I convinced her to stay. So she finally stayed, and my parents pulled up. Oh my god, the way my mom pulled up, sure. It was my mom that pulled up actually. It was my mom. My dad had my mom come pick me up. Funny. Anyway, my mom pulled up heated. I'm like, dang, why is she so mad? I'm like, y'all the one that wanted to pick me up? I could have got a ride. So I get in the car. She ain't trying to hear none of that. She's like, where were you? I'm like, I was at Sierra House. Didn't you just see me at Sierra House? You just picked me up from Sierra House. Where else could I be? You know, playing the little mind games and stuff. And she like, no, why wouldn't you answer the phone? Why are you outside? I was like, wasn't answering my phone because we was doing stuff. She's like, why were you outside? I was like, because we looked like we was outside for a minute, which we was. And she was like, why were you outside? I was like, I was just waiting for you outside. I've been outside waiting for you. She was like, why were you outside? Why were you not in the house? I was like, because you wanted to wait outside. I thought you was coming and I was already out there. She was like, no, she wasn't believing a word I was saying. And I was like, wow, you really are pressing me about why I was outside? She's like, why were you outside? Just kept going in and in. I was like, it's not that deep. I was literally outside waiting for you to pick me up like you said you was going to. She's like, all right, save it for my dad. So I get home. My dad, he giving it to me easy. He like, oh, so where were you? What were you doing? I was like, nothing at Sierra's house, boo, boo, boo. And he was like, oh, really? So you couldn't answer your phone? You couldn't check in? I was like, I got busy. I wasn't looking at my phone. He was like, bet, you just proved to me that you can't go nowhere. So privileges are revoked. You can't go nowhere. So I was like that? Just like that? You gonna say I can't go nowhere? Mind you, it's freshman year, you know, everyone trying to get loose or whatever. We trying to go out to the hottest spots. You know, every weekend, what we doing? We don't got nothing else to do but kick it. So I'm like, I gotta stay in the house? I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I didn't get no whooping up. But I'm gonna tell you, if y'all do like these story times, tell me, give it a thumbs up, because I was another story time where I got caught for staying out too late and I did get my butt tore up. Okay, so I can tell you about that story. But anyway, yeah, my dad took my privileges away. I couldn't go nowhere for about, honestly, like a month or two. I couldn't go nowhere. Like nowhere. Couldn't go nowhere. Not to the mall, not to eat, nowhere. I was in the house. Strictly in the house. He was like, you're gonna be in this house until you learn how to check in. I was like, that was a cold one right there. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna get out of here. If you like this story time, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like all my videos or just a couple, subscribe to the channel, because there's videos dropping all 2021. And you might like one of them, or 5 of them, or all of them. So subscribe. You never know. But I hope y'all have a good day and a good night. Bye.
Ay, shawty throw it back, baby, gon' shake it. Ay, keep that shit in motion, keep it rotating. Yeah, she all about the bag, ain't no time wasting. Yeah.